Hello everybody, my name is Mohammed. I am from Egypt. I'm an ex-police officer and ex-director of security in some of hotel chains like Four Seasons and Marriott and Accor, passing by Ritz-Carlton for sure. Just thought of sharing some of my experience because when I was first introduced to the world of tourism, I faced some challenges. I didn't know, it was like a black box for me. So I thought of sharing my humble experience and expertise with my dear fellows, and I am for sure open for any feedback. I have some points, just I'll go through quickly, and then I'll be sharing videos for every single point or subject of these points. To start with, if you are going to a hotel, is it a chain hotel or an owner hotel? What is the difference, and what do you prefer? Do you prefer to work in a huge hotel like 700 rooms, 1000 rooms, or like a mid-size hotel or a small hotel? It will not differ a lot, but of course in the operation there will be some things and some issues to take care about it. For your team, the security team, starting from the recruitment, the selection, the training, the positioning, how many people do I need, or how many colleagues do I need in my team? 100, 200, and based on what? Is it just my thoughts are like that, or because I need to have efficiency? Because sometimes the security is not a generating money department, so you need to be very effective about your work versus the budget. Also, what are the tasks, the different tasks, starting from the control room, the patrolling, whatever you'll be having within your team. Also, the evaluation of the colleagues, because it's usually it is yearly or annually, but you don't need to just come at the end of the year to tell a dear colleague who is trying his best that you are not up to my expectation. There must be like a 360 feedback, and we'll be talking about it and how to have an impartial, non-biased evaluation. Security manager, are you a security manager, security director? And there is a difference, it is a tricky here. And also, are you in charge of safety? Are you in charge of governmental relations? Are you in charge of other things? Because every single thing needs to be, you need to have like a clear job description. Also, whom you are reporting to, because security actually is like swinging between, sometimes I saw like reporting to housekeeping, reporting to the hotel manager, sometimes reporting to engineering, whatever. Some of the departments in the hotel, you are in direct or day-to-day contact with them, and we'll discuss them, of course. Some points are very like dangerous and very critical, like the loading dock, like the entrance, and if you are having entrance and reception, because sometimes if you are like in a resort, you are having the entrance, and then after a while you will be having, or after a distance you'll be having the entrance of the hotel. And at the end of the day, you need to have your customer or guest satisfied, because he is not entering a camp or a base. You need to apply your security techniques and methods and to assure the safety, but in the meantime to ensure or to assure that he's having or enjoying his time. Also the outlets, how do they operate? What do I need as a security from outlets and what they need from me? Other managers, what are the relations between us? Because I'm not in an island, or I'm not the big boss here, or I'm not having the God syndrome because I'm security, I can do whatever I want. No, we need to cooperate together and to have a momentum in one direction. Also the planning committee, or the ExCom, or whatever it is the name of it, but whoever is the people in charge of the hotel. The survey, which many, especially the international brands, are keen on doing it annually and sometimes biannual. Promotions in the team, and how do you do this? Also investigations. What is the techniques of investigations? When and how should I start an investigation? And I'm not here a governmental authority. I'm not a law enforcement, but I'm gathering facts, and it's very critical here. And sometimes, like in sexual investigations, it is very critical. Sometimes I need to have like a witness It depends on the country. Sometimes maybe the issue can be discussed in one country and cannot be discussed in other country. It's critical in that. My main expertise is within the Middle East. Nothing here, I'm not making a priority for anything, but this is my area of expertise. I did 4 openings in Africa and the Middle East. So I have like experience in Middle East countries and in Africa. This is what I can humbly offer. The crisis management plan, the components of this plan, because you need, as a security, you need always to plan ahead. You never will be thinking of whatever you can face. Like from my experience, for example, shark attacks. I never had an idea about the marine life and how to regulate it, or how to know about it, and how to offer my guests a safe experience in the water. Sometimes it is like catastrophes, like floods, like plane interruptions, whatever. And I experienced something like this, to have back-to-back guests, and all of a sudden you are having every single room is having the going guest and the coming guest. They are both in the same room because of the interruption of the flights. So what are you going to do, and how are you going to handle this? Also the training, either for your team or the training you offer to the hotel team. The filing system, and I mean the filing in general, either it's in paper or weather system, whatever. Just keep it safe, watch the confidentiality, and make sure you can retrieve it or restore it or recall it when you need to do this. The lost and found, and it's a very, very big issue in the hotels, and personally I would prefer to just push it to another department. But again, if you will be in charge of it, you need to know how to handle it effectively, and of course, because it is part of the guest experience, and also it hits in the brand actually. Contractors and vendors, they are like we say, like they are the colleagues of the work. You cannot work without them, and vice versa. So we need to have a good professional relation. Events you are having in your hotels, either it's a celebrity, political, conference, championship, whatever. Because all guests are VIPs, but sometimes when you're having a celebrity, it can make a drama. Personally, I had a trauma issue with one of the celebrities whom I didn't know personally. He was an influencer with, I can't recall, but he had like millions of followers. And all of a sudden you are having outside the hotel, like, I can't say the number, but just a huge number of teenagers. And how will you handle this? And these people are just not very easy to handle, trust me. Confidentiality of the guests. Sometimes guests are coming under a name. If I'm a celebrity and I'm coming to enjoy, I don't need somebody to know, or anybody to know, where am I and my name in your papers. And this is sometimes by hotels it's offered. The emergency response team, which is the team within the hotel. Each department will offer you generously one or two of the colleagues to assure that you are having an effective emergency response team to whatever emergency you are having within the hotel. What I mean by emergency is like a power interruption. You can have a flood, you can have a fire, you can have some incident in the kitchen, you can have like stomach upset, or between brackets, like, I can't say poison, but sometimes intoxicated guests or poisoned guests from the food or whatever. There are many things to face. Governmental relations, of course, it is a very critical issue, especially in some countries in Africa and the Middle East, because sometimes the owner is the government. The owner of a hotel is the government, or he is an official. So you need to tackle this. Or you are like, your hotel is owned by party within the country. I'm not saying that your hotel or your brand will be part of this party, but you need to know or to mind your steps, of course. Patrolling and effective patrolling, and how to do this. To have a statistics system, that's to say, how to do the statistics, what I need actually to recall and to know about my hotel, and how I can recall it and get benefit from it. Because sometimes you will be surprised. How many incidents do I have? How many guests do I have? How many cars do I search? It can also be like a marketing tool to your effort and to the team effort, and it does a lot actually. the CCTV, the whole world of the CCTV, how to position your cameras, what kind of cameras do you need, the night vision, the motion detector, the thermal, whatever, and how to gain benefit of it, and to train your colleagues about how to do the tracking, do the video shooting, and of course the confidentiality, because it will not be disclosed unless it is within legal frame. The fire panel, and it's again a very big and critical story. What is it covering all of your hotel areas, and what is the response time, and what does it do? Because the last thing in the world you need to have is like in 3 a.m. in the morning you are having the fire alarm going all through the hotel, through the speakers inside the rooms, and you're having a panicking guest hitting or smashing your brand. Of course, if you need this, agree, but if you don't need it, it will not be good, and you will reflect on your professionalism. First aid, and the first aid kits and the trauma kits, and how to provide a training for your colleagues to be qualified for providing first aid. And of course the allergy for some guests and some food, and this is again very long talk about allergy, because sometimes the allergy it can be against a smell, or against food, or against a type of fabric, or whatever. The tabletop exercise, which is I strongly recommend, within my humble experience again, I advise dear colleagues to have it, like to have a scenario and to discuss it with the planning committee or your ExCom, to make sure we are all on top of whatever issue that we'll be facing, and we are aware who will be doing what and how to do it, and how to have different scenarios to tackle. Drills, of course, either fire drill, evacuation drill, and aftermath, because we are not doing something to just to tick a box. No, we need to know, are we ready or not? I remember working in a very nice brand where they do not give you the brand unless you are doing the evacuation within a time frame effectively, which I really support. Sorry to say that rumors within the hotel, sometimes sadly the security department is initiating the rumors. It is sometimes like a custom, I don't know why. Sometimes people just like to talk, and rumors can hit hard, because this is the morale of the interior guests or our colleagues. The relation with other departments, which as I said before, you need to have like going and coming, a very good open channels. We are not the police department in the hotel. We are not the people who people must, or colleagues must get fear from us. The night manager, because in the world of the hotels you are having all the team of managers in the morning, but at night it will be shrinking, so you need to have also effective management at night. I hope I didn't drop anything. Please, if I did, I'm sorry for that, and please write me in the comments, and I'll be tackling every single point in separate videos, and waiting for your feedback. Thank you very much. Enjoy.